Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Balatro, where today we're doing what we were doing yesterday, except this time more successful. I'm sure that's the way it's going to go. So, you have to recalibrate what a functional economy means on this difficulty, I think. I will, in fact, skip this first blind. I think that's definitely worth it. Do I want to skip this one too? Probably not. I probably want to see at least 2 shops before we get to the point where we need to have a Joker plan in place. But I think like the problem we were running into last time was that I set up a strategy that honestly probably would have been sufficient on the earlier difficulties, but we just don't have the we didn't have the economy to actually buy Arcana packs. Yeah, I guess actually we just have the straight, don't we? We should probably play that. And the thing is, we actually we had better than average economy. Oh, it's really hard for me to pass up a spectral pack. Perhaps this is foolish, but okay, so I do like an early Grim. Please don't destroy the ace. Okay. All right, so we have 6 aces now. That's a good start. It's like a good direction for things to go in, I think. Let's discard. Do I want to try to force aces? I'm gonna hold the ace at the very least here. Don't quite have a full house. Not really in a good place on any flushes. This is just kind of like an awkward hand. All right, you know what? I'm going to play the 3 of a kind. And also just drop some cards here. Because usually this ends up being 3 hands, right? And I'm comfortable with that being one of them. I really, really hate this 3 pair stuff. It is so hard to play in this space. I'm being out of 5s already makes it really, really tough. All right, we're gonna do this. This leaves us with 4 clubs, so we can just draw into a club flush. Theoretically, there are more aces in my deck. They're in there somewhere. Okay, well, I mean, I'll take that. All right, so the money necessary to... I mean, Wily Joker's not great, but it might be enough to carry us through if we force the ace thing all the time. I do think it sucks that the anti-value goes up when you defeat the boss and not at the end of the shop. Like, the shop is after the boss. This is the last thing that's happening in Ante 1, but the anti-value has already increased, so the cost of these are all really high. No, I don't think that's actually good. Well, all right, I'll take a ride the bus. I will take a ride the bus. We should probably try to stop spending money there, but that'll... you know, I was going to say that'll do something for us, and it will do something for us. But unfortunately, it doesn't help yet. And now I'm like a little worried that actually maybe I fucked up, because we're going to need the help immediately. Well, I guess it increases before it, before the hand scores. So we are going to get some benefit from it immediately. This is a really hard hand to make anything out of. I guess let's focus in on the middle of it, like this 3, 5, 6 is kind of something. I guess I should keep the spade. Okay, there we go. Can we put together the rest of this in 2 hands with only 1 discard remaining? So this is my last 6, which is a little bit of a nightmare. There's 1 7. So you know what? Maybe the deal is we just treat 8, 9, 10 as though it's lost. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take the flush. Actually, that's just fine. All right, every little bit of ride the bus there was necessary. It is going to do some good things for us. Okay, popcorn's going to keep us safe for the next little while. Do I want to force a holographic Joker? I mean, it's so hard to know whether that's a thing worth doing, right? Because of all the conditionals on the Jokers and everything. You're killing me. All right, we're just going for the flush instead of the straight. The one downside of the popcorn is that it makes us win so fast we're not charging up ride the bus as quickly. Take a while to get Blackboard online, but we could probably get there. Let's take one of these too. Oh boy. Well, we're trying to get rid of our red stuff anyway. I mean, we've already paid for it, right? Let's take it. I don't know that that's realistic, and we may end up selling it. But for right now... So, if all cards held in hand are spades or clubs. So, like, if we played this pair as that right now, it would get us... It would get us the bonus. So the deck doesn't necessarily have to be all fixed up for us to get use out of Blackboard, as long as we're smart about it. That said, this is fine. It'll do good work. Do I want to just play like all of my red cards once or twice just to like rack up ride the bus? We got to make sure we get where we're going, but I think we will probably. Just play some like garbage high card hand. Wow, okay, that actually finished the run. I was not expecting that to be quite so potent. I mean, like, I know we have popcorn, right? But geez. There's a part of me that really wants to buy Trio and the Arcana pack and just start trying to like burn stuff out of our deck, but we're so not in charge. We need money. No, we need money. We need things that help now. I will buy the Arcana pack. I will pay a point of interest for this. We'll get a Hanged Man, which is rad. And we will drop 2 red cards. I hate that that's an 8 and not like a 3. But yeah, okay. Gotta keep an eye on popcorn and remember to sell it when the time comes. What do I want to discard here? This is kind of a crummy hand all over. All right, well, this isn't bad. That's a blackboarded full house. Probably need to just save, but like anytime we have the chance to lose cards from our deck, I think we have to look at it. Strength is not good for us because the only thing it's ever going to do is turn 10s into jacks, which is actually like super detrimental. I guess though we can do this. Just lose some red cards. It's not amazing. Do I want to skip this blind so that popcorn is still +8 malt when we're doing the needle? No, I think we gotta push ride the bus. So one thing I need to be doing is I need to be playing like kind of not great hands that are putting us in the right direction, but are, you know, mostly about charging up ride the bus. We have a honestly pretty decent full house here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play the full house because I'm a little nervous about where we're going to end up. I didn't have the confidence that it was going to get all the way there by itself. I'm not even doing the math, which is not good. All right, so we got to remember to sell the popcorn before the end of the round. It will evaporate when it runs out. So, what are we trying to play here? Like a full house or something would be good. There's only 1, 2 left, but I guess we already have the pair we need. It's about trying to find aces. Okay. I mean, this feels pretty strong, right? And it hits the blackboard and it hits the family. This is definitely sufficient. We can sell popcorn. Okay, so ride the bus is 11 malt. Things are going okay, I think. The Jumbo Buffoon pack is cool, but it's really expensive. I think I want to just hit the hieroglyph and keep rolling. Notice the ante going down didn't change the price of the things in the store. Okay, interesting. So we got to make sure we leave ourselves in position where we can blow this up, but I don't want to. This is not going to go all the way off, right? We're not going to get the ×3. Yeah, no, I think this is okay. Remarkably, we pull another full house. I think I'm going to discard some first here. Probably shouldn't be discarding the red cards, or the black cards, rather. I will discard you. Okay. Again, just making sure we get there with the one hand left in case. And it might look like cowardice, but that's just because that's what it is. Oh, hack doesn't trigger on aces. That said, we could buy hack for the moment. I mean, like, how much? We're not really getting a lot of value out of re-trigger right now anyway. It's not like we're, you know, firing odd Todd or anything. I think I'm just going to hold off as much as it is. It's certainly not the strategy we're hoping to play. Especially if we want to be doing the family. Yeah, okay, I'm going to restrain. We want to be firing the family, so we don't really want to be living in this place. Yeah, let's just keep taking hitting stops on the bus here. So we'll try a little bit. I really didn't feel like very much, did it? This is a weird set of cards. So we have one discard left in 2 hands. I'm actually like a little scared. Really like to draw another ace. All right, let's discard this stuff. The thing is, like, if we draw too many red cards, we could really, the stuff could get really screwy. Like, the penalty for not playing the 6 right now is pretty harsh. So I think we're going to do like a... Maybe I am just going to throw a weird high card hand. But maybe just the 6, because I don't really want there to be a chance of... I don't want there to be too much chance of us drawing more red. So I'm actually just going to play the 6. Put that on the bus. And then we full house. And hope that it's good. It was, but it's close. All right, well, this is 7. This is just plus $7. Let's do that. That's interesting. The thing is, it's very difficult for us to buy and sell cards if packs are $1 billion. I mean, I guess like if you're doing a lot of buying and selling, you're doing it out of the top row anyway. So, and this does just have raw plus 10 mult on it, which is not, it's not nothing. We can turn excess money, which we will never have, but we can have some money. We can turn money into more mult. Right now, it's just. I think we're gonna buy it, even though I don't really like the card very much. It being holographic, you know, makes a really strong case, I think. Let's look for that flush, maybe. We're certainly not being led to much of a straight. Okay, we get nothing. That's really cool and fun. It's exactly the way I want it to be. Like, it's not a straight. It's just not anything. Okay, so there's not a lot of 10s or 8s left in the deck. Boy, we better draw some real stuff pretty soon. Two pair, and we'll get rid of the 8, I guess. Oh, this should be over here for right now. I'm so used to tucking, you know, times mult stuff at the end. Is this going to be enough with the 10 mult before the times 3? It's certainly going to help. Well, we don't have anything else to play, so I guess it better be. Yeah, and it's at the left edge of the multipliers anyway. This is the right spot for it. Even once we are getting benefit from the multi-mult. This isn't really that interesting, because this already is fine with spades or clubs. I think we might do a little reroll here. This might not be a good time to be purchasing blank. We got to get unlocks, but you know what? Oh, okay. That was the one, apparently. I think we'd rather play. And we're getting to the point where I think I need to not be trying to come up with soft hands to make sure the bus is continuing to advance. I think we have to be taking real shots here, actually. Okay, so ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's, yep, gotta use the 3. It really sucks that we drew a red 10 right as that came up, but what are you gonna do? The answer is get that 10 out of your hand, apparently. Okay, well, let's do this. Yeah, all right. Having to play off strategy red cards all the time really sucks. Don't think I want to do anything here. Base chips and malt are halved is not a big deal. We are not in much of a position to pull us straight out of this. I don't know what we're doing. Could do this and try to... I don't really want to keep a red card. But if we keep one red card, we could potentially play the... we could potentially play that full house. Let's see. Okay. Drawing no more red is really important. It's a very important part of that plan. Okay, we hit the bonus 20 mult. That's certainly going to help. And at this point, I think we're going to win off of whatever we play, so... Foil Supernova is not very good. We have not been... We're kind of all over the map on hands played. We will take some Arcana stuff here. I might just open both of these, honestly. Okay, well, being able to death stuff into aces is definitely worthwhile. Yeah, and then Hanged Man to just like pull red cards. Alright. 37 cards, 7 of which are aces. We're kind of headed in the direction, sort of. Alright, we gotta take this fairly seriously. Just like throw that away, hoping to... Okay. Well, we're gonna do that for sure. See, it's easy if you can just land a 4 of a kind. No problem at all. Rocket is very compelling to me. The downside is like buying a rocket as you're entering ante 8 is a little rough. It takes long enough for it to come on board or come online, you know. Would I rather Hanged Man or Death here? It's probably Death. And let's not increase the number of diamonds in the deck. It pays itself off fairly quickly. And otherwise the slot's just sitting there empty. Yeah. I hate the pillar. It's going to debuff all my aces. Well, the fact is, though, we're not getting all that much from the value that's actually on the cards. Like, I don't think it's going to hurt that much to lose the ability to score the aces. What do I want to do here? Do I want to just try for the full house or better? Yeah. All right, let's start with that. Only 10K, huh? It's a little scary. Let's discard. There's still 4 aces left. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we have a full house, but we'd be running it without the blackboard. Alternatively, we can run a 3 of a kind with the blackboard. So this ends up being 60 times 40 times 3, so 60 times 120. Yeah, 123, sorry. It gets us there, but it's like... it is somewhat unbeautiful. We need to get more cards out of our deck, frankly. The difference between a full house and a four of a kind is so big even before you factor in the family that I think maybe we're in a place where it's just like get to the four of a kind no matter what. Treat all of your hands as discards effectively, just like, or play the five of a kind. How about that? Maybe that would be okay. That doesn't even get us out. Like that was insufficient. Friends, I have concerns. Okay, Mystic Summit's interesting. If we sell Rocket now, I think it ended up costing us $1, so it's not really that bad. And we're likely to have Mystic Summit turned all the way on. Yeah, and I guess I bumped Campfire. That's something. And we're taking this Arcana pack, and we're getting really good stuff. No, not really, actually. We're getting Hermit. And then also Hierophant. It's a shame that I can only be really increasing the value of our red cards. Do this instead of Hierophant. Yeah, show me more cards. It's like a reroll. Hiker would have been great earlier. I think it's probably too late to jump on the Hiker train now. I mean, I'll take that. Okay, so I really do think that we are in just like get your four aces or die. All right, so the good news is this does fire Blackboard. We also do have a bonus on Campfire. And we have the 15 mult from Mystic Summit. Okay, yeah, it's working. We're going to have to replace Mystic Summit with something a little bit better eventually. Tribe is not really all that compelling. Magic Trick is probably not what we're looking for either, honestly. Photograph is adorable, but I'm not even worth purchasing. Pretty rare that I see a negative at the shop and I'm just like, nah. But yeah, this is the place. That's Blueprint. It's very hard not to take Blueprint. You would drop Mystic Summit for it. And you would use it to copyright the bus, at the very least. Yeah, like it's straight up, like this is just better than having that. Then the question is whether this is the right place for this or whether it should be copying like Blackboard or something. But for right now, let's just move forward. When we are looking at the hand, we will decide. Wow, that's ugly. As far as like find a four of a kind or die, that was not a great opening, although, you know, some things have turned around here. So it is probably the case that we want this copying the family in this circumstance, right? It's got to be. Yeah, we'll just kind of bounce it around toward whatever makes the most sense on any given hand. And I want to pull an Arcana pack, even though it does not necessarily do the best things for us economy-wise. And it kind of sucks, actually. This is not a good one to pull. I guess I'd rather have something turn to steel. I don't know. You're going to be playing the aces. Was that the right thing to turn to steel? Maybe not. But at some point, you will have so many aces that you will not be playing them all. Because you can't play 6 cards, right? Yeah. You know, it's got potential. Don't think we want to change anything here. I do think we will just spend the $9 we just pulled. Moon versus Emperor with Hope. I think we're going to take the Emperor. Okay, Hermit and Temperance. Pretty fun. Temperance first, obviously. So that we're doubling, getting our full $20. And then we can do a little bit of like looking for interesting stuff up here. I'm not going to take the Venus. We really don't want to be in a place where we would have to play a Venus. What do my aces look like right now? Only a couple of them aren't already improved. All right, one more reroll. Okay. We found nothing of value, but at least it was worth looking. Okay, this is a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, that's not a lot of non-ace cards to be starting on. Here's a pair. I should remember when we're doing stuff like this, blueprint goes here. All right, if we don't find a 4th ace, we could be in a lot of trouble. Never mind, we found some aces. Just a couple. Just an ace here or there. So one thing I'm not doing that I probably should be doing is like thinking about buying and selling consumables as they appear at the top just to pump campfire. I think I legitimately want the world though. Probably also grabber, honestly. Okay, for sure we want to change the suit of some aces. I think I'm actually going to hold on to this until we see more aces. Do I want to... I think I'm going to go ahead and play these. We'll blueprint this for the moment. Yeah, because I'd love to see 3 aces that I can turn. All right, cool. And then I think we can do a little bit more bus stop grinding here. And then it's probably time to commit. There you go. We get to keep a steel ace and everything. Do I want to pay $12 for 1 Arcana card? It's going to take me down to 21. Well, it does only damage our interest by 1, I suppose. And yeah, like a Hangman's not bad. Just drop some low value cards. Continuing to increase the odds of the one good hand. It's definitely important. I guess we're going to keep 2 cards in hand. It can be a pair. Okay. Let's just drop all of this stuff. Yeah, the extra hand is really nice. It just gives us a little bit more fishing time. Okay, there's 5. I mean, yeah, let's do this again. All right, we can do this in theory. I need things to not go horribly awry at the last moment. So, you know, we'll see. Do I buy and sell a Saturn? We're about to hit the boss blind, but like our good hand crushes this boss blind. There's not really a reason to juice the campfire. I guess we want to do some more suit conversions. Making sure we're always hitting blackboard would definitely be high value. All right. Mars, I think I actually want to use. We do not always... I don't think we can trust always making it to 5. And I think I'm actually going to hold Venus. And we're going to sell it after we move into the next ante. So that we are... if we're going to be juicing up the campfire, at least juice it up for the final boss, right? Not that this matters. All right, would the 4 of a kind be good enough? Let's hope so. Oh, it turns out it doesn't matter. And we get to play a flush 5 if we want. I don't remember how good flush 5 is relative to just holding the steel. But like let's do it so that we know. It's gonna be enough value, right? Like we know that for sure. Okay, the base mult is 20, so that's pretty hard to beat. Okay. And you know what's neat about this is it means we can buy and sell jokers to feed the campfire. I'm going to take it. Plus, you know, it's the first time we're seeing the thing. We should do that. And then I'm just going to buy Jolly Joker for the moment. Well, we're in Ante 8 now, right? So this is reset already. Resets when boss blind is defeated. So I think we can sell this now. Buy this thing that we intend to sell later and open an Arcana pack, which could have contained more money, obviously. But I think I will settle for that. That's fine. All right, 1 random Joker disabled every hand. We can kind of like blueprint our way around that a little bit, I think. So I would rather sell the Joker, the Jolly Joker now, right? And just have Campfire be at ×2. That's got to be better than +8 malt. Okay. And we'll push the Campfire as hard as we can. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll push the Campfire as hard as we can on our way up here. Not super compelling so far. This doesn't matter. Whatever. I guess like the safer thing to do at this point is multiply the times, well, the ×3, I suppose. And then like, yeah, we are endeavoring to keep the bus because we know we'll be good off of a single hand, but like maybe I just for safety's sake, we just go now so that we're playing all the red cards. I mean, we're getting double steal off of this. It's gonna be fine. Whatever, let's just go. I do not need to overthink this when we're producing, you know, 700,000 chip hands. Or 2.5 million chip hands. With all of our stuff firing together, it's actually like, it's meaningful. We make no money off of those small blinds, unfortunately. I wasn't really thinking about that when I was building up the bus. I think I'd still... Well, no, being able to buy and sell one extra thing probably matters quite a lot. Which is to say, maybe we don't mess around here and we just go as soon as we see 5 aces. Although maybe I want to try... We have a discard left. We can just try to get rid of the last red card. And then, yeah, stick there and go. Should be plenty, should be clean. Okay, so... I don't know, this isn't exactly rocket science. Buy, sell... Buy, sell... Yeah. And then we can't do anything with our $5, so we just go on. So we got times 3, times 3, times 4. A base plus 51, and we're probably hitting one of these two. So yeah, we're going to be in good shape, I think. Should be plenty. Let's just make sure everything's firing as best it can here. Pretty worrying start, if I'm honest. I'm a little nervous about all this. I guess we have a flush. We should play the flush. So we got to hit 360,000. That was a tenth of it. Blueprints disabled. That's like very whatever. We keep digging. Y'all, I think we got it. I think it happened. Ride the bus being disabled actually does suck, like a lot, but this feels... We probably played the flush 5, right? No, there's no way playing the flush 5 is better than playing the diamond. Yeah, because we're going to get the double steal card plus that turns on the blackboard plus... Yeah, this is right. This is right, and this is it, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm able to do even a little bit of math. There we go. This is kind of what I was saying last episode, though. It's like... At a certain point, the runs start to feel very samey because you're just kind of looking for the same things, always. And while there are a lot of jokers and a lot of tarot cards and whatever, you're looking for... When I say you're looking for the same things always, I mean you're looking for not individual game components, but you're looking for like a little bit of mult and then some multi-mult and then some, you know, flexibility around things. But there aren't really enough jokers for the variety to be maintained because, like, there are only so many jokers that do multi-mult. There are only so many good, durable sources of mult. And so you do end up, like, you're just, like, looking through all the cards every run for the same, like, 6 cards. Like, it's always slam the blueprint, slam the whichever one of these you get that is relevant to your run. And I don't know. A lot of people, I'm certainly not trying to like speak ill of Balatro. I think it's a good game, but I think it might not have enough variety to keep me going much longer. I think we may be close to the end here. So we're not going to take this into endless mode. Whatever. Let's go see what our newly unlocked stake is. Also, we unlocked and saw a new voucher there, which was cool. The erratic deck. All ranks and suits in this deck are randomized. Okay. That's interesting. That deck is sort of like really what you're looking to do with any deck, right, is achieve a state where you are biased. and then you just lean further and further into that bias until you win. So having a deck that's potentially already very biased for you, like the first part of the work is done. But let's see, what is this last stake that we've unlocked now? -1 hand size on top of everything else. That hurts. It does mean that it's pretty easy to unlock that voucher that requires you to get down to 5 hand size, which we still don't have unlocked. Yeah, we might play around on gold stake a little bit. We can have a look at the challenges and see if there are interesting ones. Because like your money is slightly different. It's not compelling enough. The ceremonial dagger that is always pinned to the left is kind of interesting. This is a run where you're not going to be seeing other Eternals, so yeah, that's something. 1 in 4 cards are drawn face down. It might be interesting to try to figure out a way to like play around that. Okay, this is kind of cool. Extra hands no longer earn money or no interest at the end of the round. So they've tacked on, haha, your money's a little different. But just having a Pareidolia for the whole run, guaranteed, is itself kind of interesting. It does provide. But you see what I'm talking about? Like, it just provides a little bit of bias, and then you lean into the bias more and more until you win. Yeah, all right. I don't know. We're not done. This is not the last episode, but I do think this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, there's a little bit more to experiment with, and we're going to experiment a little bit more. And we'll see you then.